So I go and I pull my tourniquet off my duty belt when I was an officer. I put it on this guy's leg and I tighten it down real tight. Ambulance gets there, I hand him off, and then I follow to the hospital for reporting purposes. When I get there, this little doctor comes over to me and she says, "Hey, you know that tourniquet didn't work, right?" I said, "Man, I'm surprised. I really tightened it down." She said, "Yeah, but did you check his pockets?" I said, "No, why?" She said, "Well, he's got $1,000 of cash and a bag of marijuana in there." I said, "Man, that's crazy. Being a drug dealer might get you killed. Isn't that nuts?" The funny thing was, I never gave thought prior to that moment of what's in their pockets. If you have things in your pockets, they can move around. So I probably did tighten it enough initially, but somewhere between the ground where I found him and the hospital, he got moved, right? And things moved around. So what used to be tight enough is not anymore. So what that means to us is you have to either get above those items or you have to remove them. That can look a couple ways. Just take things out, chuck it on the ground, or depending on how your clothing is laid out, with these pants, I actually can get above that pocket. But then I have to worry about the back pocket. And I currently have gloves there, or I have a holster right here. So you have to keep in mind, I cannot put a tourniquet over top of items, even if they're rigid, in a pocket. So don't neglect that, or you'll be like I was, and it won't work right. Unfortunately, it was not an arterial wound for him, and he didn't die, with no thanks to me. And one thing I want to emphasize is we're actually not going to learn how to save lives. What we're hopefully doing is delaying death. They're actually not the same. So if I find Jesse on the ground, I come in here, he's bleeding real bad, and I throw a tourniquet on him, he still needs a hospital. I just bought him time, right? And so by buying him that time, that gives us a chance to get an ambulance here, for them to drive him wherever they've got to go. But otherwise, he still needs a hospital with doctors to actually save his life, to actually fix it. So all we're trying to learn here is how to delay death. And hopefully that'll take some of the moral weight from you when it's not up to you if someone lives or dies. And honestly, there's a spiritual piece to that too. We're all going to die one day. Hopefully we use the time we have to a good effect. But don't focus on, well, man, they didn't make it. Did you do all you could do? That's the important thing.